All right. So I only saw, believe it or not, the series premiere of Severance. I was going to
Sure.
watch both seasons out last week, and then life came and literally kicked me in the ass to say, no, bro, focus on this first. And I did not get a chance to even watch the rest. But I do hope, even if the review that they give or your thoughts on it aren't as positive as a lot of people give in the second season, yeah, I'm gonna make the
Right.
effort to still watch the show nonetheless, because yeah, just off that
Right.
season premiere, I was like, yeah, this is my kind of shit. But yeah, Ricardo, the next series, season 2.
Oh
But
boy.
yeah, before we start, yeah, tell us how you felt about season 1. Jumping into this one here.
Yeah, no, right. So I as I said, I couldn't. So both reviews have the same core problem with both reviews, in the sense that I'll just fully admit I cannot get into the show simply because of loss. Right? Loss. I'm still reeling from loss ending. I'm in the camp that don't like loss ending. It don't work for me still.
Oh, me
and
too.
This
And this is, well, all right. For me, I haven't watched all the seasons, but yeah, I know watched the finale when it aired on that night. I was like, wait, that's how they can end this?
So yes, thing, I was a Lost supporter. I was defending Lost. I was in the trenches battling, defending Lost until that last half hour. That last half hour just totally. It don't work for me. It does not work. I don't think it works, and it just a boil long as somebody could tell me otherwise. But to me, the simplest reason why Lost doesn't work is that it set up too many concrete questions to not be answered in a concrete manner. Right? Sorry, it set up way too many concrete questions. So I am hard pressed to say, hey, this is a good way, because and another reason why I think I'm vindicated in the end. The Lost is because of the leftovers. The leftovers is what Lost should have been, or at least what Lost tried to be, in my humble opinion. And it's the same guy who wrote it.
All right, that's true. Yes,
same dude. So to me, I will say the leftovers felt like an apology for Lost. That's what it felt like. Anyway, get out of the way. I really like the show. It's great. Listen, it's scratching all the same itches that Lost did. That's the only reason that I'm worried about it. But for those who don't remember Lost, right, this will scratch that itch in all that way. Because it does that. It modernizes the conceit in really interesting ways. It plays with the whole, like, what if Office space, but also mixed with Lost kind of thing, because it does the whole Office aesthetic, liminal spaces, that whole general creepiness of that look and that feel and that vibe and this whole thing. And then you have this whole weird history involved with the Luman Company. And yeah. So yeah, like, just follow the main character. This is I forget the actor name, but he's Marquez, right? He's from
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott from I know him mostly from Party Down, right? Because a lot of people making Arrested Development jokes, and I know everybody watch Arrested Development, but nobody watch Party Down though.
I didn't watch it though. I suck. I'm sorry.
Party Down was hard. Like, it does, in my opinion, not as funny as Arrested Development, but it was real hard. But yeah, this is the central premise of it is that you have basically more or less a deliberate engineered split personality. So what it is that when you go into the office, you have a work personality, and then when you're out of the office, you have an outside personality, and the two of them not aware of each other, right? And in the narrative, we call it an innie and outie. And because you have no working conceit of the innie and the outie, because the innie is, well, you learn, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but you learn that the innies are completely constructed from scratch. So it's not like you have no working memory of your outside self. When you go in, you're a brand new person. You learn how to operate thing. You have to do this crunching numbers thing, which they show what the purpose of what it was at the end of the season, actually. And you have to work in office, and all these office personalities come together to do this thing. That guy who's the kind of fat guy from Spider-Man, remember him? Who asked Spider-Man to do a flip? I forget the actor name. He in this.
Oh gosh, I forgot his name too.
Yeah. Then they have I forget I forget the redhead gilding, and then you have Falcone, the actor who played Falcone in something.
Oh right, from Penguin, right?
Penguin. It's slipping my mind right now. Not Mark Strong. The one for the movie.
No, John Turturro. Yeah.
John Turturro, right.
Yeah. He was in the series for now. Series premiere, sorry. Yeah.
Right, John Turturro, and then you have all these characters, and then my favorite character by far is Mr. Milchick. But oh my god, this dude just is the funniest dude. But yeah, to just get it. Since you're not familiar with the material, I'm not going to get into like the law or what they're trying to say, but it have something. I have my own fan theory of what's going on because you see other characters who kind of look like older versions of them, so you're not sure if the company was doing this or how long the company doing this nonsense and what their ultimate goal is. And then people, here's the thing: people are aware of the thing in the world, and it's all of it is very well done and well edited and cut. Like the season 2 premiere does this really impressive sequence involving a camera, and you're not sure. They look like they do like a one take, but it feels like a entire sequence stitched together. So it looked like a camera, but it moved from a camera to like a drone following him running through the halls now. And they do this really good thing, and a lot of it is just really great camera work, great framing, great like art style stuff. Like I think one of what's this guy Michael Richards. He has the shot with the 100% thing that he had that shot in his on Facebook.
On Facebook, okay.
That is a great sequence. Like when they finish that, because it's involving like a black HBCU type band involving Mr. Milchick. So Mr. Milchick basically reminded that he's a black man. That sequence is great. Like what they do with that, and it's just this interesting storytelling. And look, me trying to describe all this shit to you is like trying to describe Lost to you. You have to be down the rabbit hole too. Involved like it's a lot of it's involving like secret meetings and something involving goats and like Gwendolyn Christie was in this.
Yeah. So
All I'll just say is,
I know there was hype.
yeah, all I'll say is that
her
all
appearance in the show.
all I'll say is that the goat woman is the goat woman, right? I only need to know the goat is the
Okay.
goat. What she does is great. Like there's a sequence to it that's great, and yeah, it's just this interesting, really genuinely interesting mystery that's set up, and none of it, all of it is in my humble opinion, like great stuff. It's well done, well told, genuinely engaging and interesting in my humble opinion. Yeah, season 2, well, what they end up on is some real like movie thing. Like it's where's that movie Dustin Hoffman, the wedding where he run away with the girl.
Or the Graduates.
Graduate, yeah, it has a shot that really reminds you of that. The ending that ending reminds you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Totally reminds you of that, and it ends on like this old school movie freeze frame stuff and stuff like that. Like it's just thing. And Ben Stiller is the mind behind a lot of this, and it's really genuinely interesting and excellent stuff, right? But yeah, again, it's like Lost. It's still like, oh, what's going on with Lumen and what Lumen doing, and it have a lot of mystery there, and this thing, and they'll show you a shot here. This character dies, but here's why, and it's well made, like a car takeaway from it, and I have to say it's probably one of my favorite shows out right now. Like I put this really high up there with something like For All Mankind or something like that. Like look, Apple cooking. Let me admit that Apple is one of those companies that could just be in the red. They could be in the red for all these TV shows for decades, and they could still be fine because Apple is like what, basically $1 trillion company at this point, or well involved in. I don't follow these stocks or whatever it is, but are they, if I remember correctly, they're supposed to be like akin to $1 trillion company or something ridiculously high like that, and they could just put out art projects that well funded, well made, and make it like that. And yeah, it's up there with that, like, and it's genuinely engaging and funny and interesting, and just good acting and good characterization. And yeah, I can't be mad at any of this. It's really, really, really funny, clever stuff, brilliant. I just loving what it is. And yeah, it's easily one of my favorite TV shows out right now. Rating for this season. Season 1, I give like a 8 out of 10. Right. Season 2, I give a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
I just really, really thoroughly love this. It's really well done. I had to get into law stuff, but like it's stuff like it's stuff that just had to go down the rabbit hole with me. Like sorry, like it have no getting out it in that sense. And yeah, so that's about it. Do I absolutely love the show? No. As I said, I'm still very skeptical of it because it's not gonna have a payoff. But look, I am very heavily hoping that we're gonna get they're going to give us a good payoff and what all of this mean and what all of this matter and so on and so forth, right? Because look, I'm still going to tell you, don't like the end of Lost. I'll give my reasons why. And I really hope we don't get another Lost. That's all I'll see. But this shaping up to be like something a true classic, this generation's Lost. But actually good. Like I know there are people who like Lost. How many cam that don't like Lost? I'll tell you why. But this shaping up to be that. It's shaping up to be a really great show, really, really smart, really interesting world building. It does the whole breaking down a society. Could have a lot of like subtext and social commentary to say about basically what we consider the corporate and office culture and the weird surrealism that going on with the show and playing into that, right? As I said, much like our Office Space had a strange air of creepiness. Like, what if Office Space, but you go down deeper down the pipeline, like you down the iceberg, right? It does that, and I just think this absolutely nails the conceit so well in terms of the weirdness, but the violence, and it have a lot of that, and we don't know what the hell going on, and you're just part of a big machine, but you're not sure what's going on, and they do the whole inside outside world stuff really cleverly because well, in the second season, they focus a lot on like how he could start switching between his inside and outside. It have people who know how to do it, and they show the mechanisms of how that work, and all of this will just be spoiler stuff, but it's really engaging storytelling. Well, there's a big beat at the end of the season finale where involving all I do is involving a punch gun. That is all you need to know. It's involving a punch gun. If you know what a punch gun is that thing he is used to kill animals.
Okay.
And they was going to kill. Yeah. Well, it's also involving Gwendolyn Christie. That's all you need to know. But it's that, and it's just really, really fascinating stuff. And thing. Here's all I'll say. You see that man who's playing Milchick? That need to be the new Kang. That dude fucking scary when you ready dread.
Okay.
That man scary dread. Like when you ready dread, when the situation like call for it, and he would just turn nightmarish because it just have these like bizarre moments in the show. Like it have a part with him talking, and he had to like get a character to do something involving the any outy thing, and he just get up and just run outside the room dread. And that shit just crack me up, because it's like he rushing to do something there, and it just make it funny because he like calm and normal in the office, and he just get up and round the move. And when this man chasing you down, you're ready, like it is ready. It is move from 0 to 60 like instant dread, and it's making funny as hell. That would make it work. But like it's just a lot of great character interactions. At first, like if you ever saw The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, that's when Ben Stiller did it.
I didn't.
The new one. It had that same surrealism to it. Like the movie didn't work, but Ben, I thought, was kind of cooking with that movie, to be honest, right? And Ben Stiller like kind of reformatted, make it come back together and make it work here. Like it a lot of the aesthetic and vibe is I find has a similar vibe now, and you're really feeling it with this now, and they're making it work. And I just think this show is a potential classic. And listen, I hope they don't fuck it up. Fingers crossed. But these first 2 seasons were really excellent. Loved it. Yeah. Great stuff. I recommend it. So I'm going to give it a shot, and it will be on your best TV series, in my humble opinion. Easy.
Yeah, well, I hope so. That's why I want to start to watch it. But yeah, note to self, when it comes to goated shows like that, especially if they have at least one season, don't wait for the week of that you want to review it to try to cover 2 seasons, right? I got through with it with House of Dragon. Like I got through with that easy, but in this case, last week it was just like,
No, this show is it's a little. Listen, it does a slow burn thing because you have to be into the vibe of the show. Let's just be clear about that.
I was into the vibe. First episode, the show is
the show is the vibe. So like I will admit that if you're not into the vibe, the show will just feel like a little too slow, a little too like running its course. A little too much. Like I can imagine people like not vibing it in that sense, but to me, it is just holier though. And the first episode, you saw that, right? That held me. Like I was like, oh no, this is real hard. This is kind of nice and weird.
Yeah.
Like what's going on here? And
but you didn't mention the music. I love that theme song. Huh?
Oh no, yeah. They have like a lot of great like they have a lot of great like needle drop stuff and what they do it like, especially that the finale does a great sequence at the ending and involving I don't want to spoil involving Mark's wife, right?
Okay.
It addresses something with Mark's wife. I don't want to spoil it, no spoilers. But that places such a weird emotional space now. They're like, oh wow, that's where they're going with this too. Like Darrell Badu. And yeah, I just thoroughly love this. It just really excellent stuff. Genuinely engaging, and yeah, I love this show. This show's great.
Nice.
I just worried that I hope they keep it up, and I hope we don't get another loss. That's all I want. I just it have some people who hope we get another loss. So whatever, moving on.
Yeah. So kind folks at Severance, no loss, please. No loss, right? Yeah.